Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator Rome, where we are going to see how these automated armies work, as well as just in general how these war mechanics might be different from other Paradox games, or how they might be the same. Hard to tell. So first things first, we have this army set to independent operations, and they don't appear to be going. Go on in. I guess we'll manually control that army. This army should be set to defend borders. We'll see how that ends up working. Okay, he's walking in now. Excellent. So, how long does this take to siege? Is this Europa-style sieging? Is this Crusader King style? We'll find out in a moment. Of course, we do have this over here. These guys are going to come help us. So we are taking some attrition here. Looks like this is Europa style. This occupation will not take long unless we have a fort. So yeah, that's very Europa style right there. We have ticking war score against us right now, but now we should have it for us, I think, because that should be our Ptolemaeus of the Hunt is our war goal. That's a province, correct? So actually, we want this down here. Okay, that's a little weird. We can afford a new invention, though. So what do we want to grab? It's so weird that we have research points, but we spend civic power on our inventions. I'm a little bit confused about that. I guess the research points level up our researchers and give us more options, or something. I don't know. Fabricate claim cost would be nice. 200 is a lot for a fabricate claim. Yeah, I think we'll go with aggressive protection. There we go. Okay. They want olives. Sure. I probably shouldn't be just blindly accepting all of these, but whatever. Okay, let's go into political map mode again, and let's continue ticking forward for now. So we're at 10.1k here, and once again, oh, we actually do have men reaching the armies this month. Just less than we have in attrition. Well, that's why we're holding this army in reserve, so we can swap it back. Hopefully some of them are walking into this. We are losing a lot of troops to attrition. A whole lot of troops, in fact. Okay, so I'm going to try just putting this guy directly on independent operations and see what he does. Friends in high places. Menelaus Leged, for reasons known only to himself, has begun voicing his opinion in support of Ptolemy Soter Leged whenever the court assembles. Such sycophantic actions may be tiresome, but a voice for is better than a voice against. So we could make friends with this guy, our Philosophos, and he would gain loyalty. I don't see a reason not to do that, so we'll put up with it. Excellent. So I'm very concerned about our attrition right now. Only 250 men are reaching the armies each month, and we're losing 420. And they don't seem to be reaching this army, which is really weird. Once more, the renowned Olympic Games are to occur in the city of Olympia. The traditions surrounding these games are ancient, reputedly dating back to the days of mighty Heracles himself, and they're an occasion in which all of Greece rejoices. It is our custom to send the proudest, most able young son of Egypt to compete on our behalf. We believe we found two ideal candidates, a son of Apollo himself by the name of Magus, and a surprisingly old man, who calls himself Hyacinthos. Hyacinthos. Yeah, I had one too many syllables there. Which of these fine athletes should we send to compete in the games? So we could send a researcher, or some guy that isn't a thing. Like, he doesn't do anything at all. We'll send the old guy. What could go wrong? I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. A foreigner arrived. That's nice. Let's put this guy on independent operations too. He's going to pull back and reinforce, it looks like. And I guess we'll just let these guys go in for now. But yeah, we're just taking crushing attrition down here, and we're not really reinforcing very well. We're at 11.3k here still, so we're not reinforcing our heavy infantry. Yeah, these guys are now going to take attrition, but that's fine. They can do that. I really don't care. So the supply limit down here is just insane. The Great Olympic Games have come to an end, with much rejoicing and celebration. The highlight of this year's games was during the Pancration, a skilled wrestling event. During the brawl, Straton of Argos scored a grievous blow against Atraitus of Tulantia, rendering him senseless for nearly a full day. Overall, the victor was declared to be Yuktman? I guess we'll go with Yuktman. I don't know. That guy. Of Ionia, a first-time winner of the Olympics, whose brawn, virility, and Heraclean vigor are beyond compare. He will go down in the annals of history as a champion of the Olympiad. Well, we didn't win, but we participated, so we still got a little bit of loyalty, or rather popularity. So that's good. Okay, so they just pulled back to where they're no longer taking the crushing attrition. It's because the supply limit down here is actually 5. Oh, they're now going in, looks like. Because they see the enemy? Yeah, they're going to go help out over here. I doubt they're going to get there in time. I'm just going to let this war play out in an automated fashion, though, just because I want to know how reliable the automation actually is. And as of right now, it looks like it's not amazingly reliable. Okay. Retreating, but our guys are on the way in. Well, these guys are actually just chilling. We did recover a fair number, but we're losing a lot to attrition. So it looks like attrition is going to be a big problem down in this area, at least. If we were pushing up into Phrygia, maybe less big of a problem. But yeah, this seems to be pretty standard Paradox fare so far. And I suppose this is the reason why you do this. We'll send in the mercenaries to take the attrition for us. That way we don't have to pay them later on. Now their morale starts off super low, so it's just like in Crusader Kings that way. When you get the big influx of troops, but their morale is low. Their morale is slowly generating. Very slowly generating. But they're taking attrition, and they're going to be running into these guys relatively quickly. In fact, we should probably just keep them here while their morale generates up. And then these guys can walk into Subration, and they're actually going to attack us. Can we get out of there? No, but we have reinforcements on the way. Our automated reinforcements are coming in, so hopefully we'll get there in time. Our morale for our mercs is really low, though. Yeah. I think we're going to... Yeah, I think we're going to get there in time with these forces to actually catch them, though. And that's huge. With any luck, we'll be able to stack wipe them here. Now, these guys are retreating all the way back to here. That's fine. Ptolemy Caranus Legate, in a fine display of financial acumen, has made significant alterations to the national budget. We should expect to see much better revenue this year. That is really good. National tax plus 10%. We'll do it. Okay, so they are just getting crushed. Did that stack wipe them? Yes, it did. And we are backing off. Of course we are. Okay, as soon as these guys get back here, we'll go ahead and turn them back around and start heading down here. I think this is going to be a Europa-style fort siege, though. Down here, and perhaps here? And this here is uninhabitable. Would we be able to colonize that later? Because it's a little weird that that's uninhabitable, but it's not impassable. I don't know. That's a little bizarre. Anyway, these guys can come on down here. Their morale can regenerate a little bit. And our armies are actually attacking right now as well. I still don't know why we're getting 0 returning this month, because we're currently lacking a lot of... Wait a second, we're lacking heavy infantry. We have no way to produce heavy infantry, do we? Oh, hang on. Can we create one? Does a training camp allow us to produce heavy infantry? We lack iron. That's why we can't do it. Okay, so I now know what we need from this trade route, right? We need iron. We need to import iron. So where is iron? Strategic resources. Trade not possible. Why is the trade not possible? Because they don't want to give us iron. Fair enough. Hicarnia. I would like to improve your opinion of us. Excellent. Okay. So with that happening, eventually we will be able to import iron, which will allow us to replenish our heavy infantry. Excellent. Okay, so we've got this siege going on. Blamia decided to bring in troops again. Okay. Seems fine. They must have recruited those on up. We're just going to push them out. No problem. And with the ability to actually train more heavy infantry, this is going to be much better. So, can we get that iron yet? No? They need 14 more reasons. Okay. A Tale of Two Cities. The very nature of autonomous city-states often leads to disagreements between neighboring authorities. In this case, the scenic coastal city of Pacnemonis. These are some really, really unusual names. I'm not used to them. I'll get used to them eventually. Pacnemonis ended up in disagreement with their neighbor Chemis over a minor land dispute. We've been asked to arbitrate over the matter at hand, but it's clear that both settlements will harbor a grudge regardless of our decision. So, these are city-states, right? So the question is, are these provinces? We've got Pacnemonis and Chemis. Doesn't seem to be. So, fortifications, regions? I don't think it's regions. Hang on. I'm just going to go back into terrain map mode and find Chemis. Okay. So Chemis here and Pacnemonis. So these are actually just cities. I gotcha. And they are within the Central Delta region. Okay, so local tax and local unrest. So we would gain 2 unrest in the city we don't side with, and 25% tax in the city we do side with. So we are currently getting how much tax from each city? 0.73 and 0.49. Well, it's obviously better for Pacnemonis. So what happens if we have -2 unrest here? Well, that wouldn't be probably the worst. We'll give it to Pacnemonis. They would benefit more from it. Okay, and we successfully murderated them a little bit, so that's great. And we're just going to keep pushing on in with our mercs. I'm going to manually control the mercs, and we're just going to keep going. There's not that much more that we need to grab, realistically. And then these guys, once we have the iron, honestly, it should not be anywhere near as big of a problem. So, how many more reasons do you need? 13 more reasons. Okay. Make that 12 more reasons. Okay, we're going to get there eventually. And we do have some active diplomacy going on over here. And we're just going to keep pushing down with these mercs. We can also get a new invention. Let's take a quick look at these. So, Trireme Discipline, again, we don't have any Triremes. Starting experience, is that for each, Oh, I see. Each of these units has their own experience meter. That's actually really good then. We'll go ahead and grab that. And then we'll push in with our mercs a little bit further. And onward we go. I'm surprised we're still only at 4 war score. Is it ticking war score that's doing it? I think it is. The war goal is still being contested, and it's not yet been fully occupied. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. We can also call down an omen. And the question is, what omen do we need? Well, we're doing fine on money. We could use some manpower. We need iron more than anything. Aggressive expansion change might be useful. We're probably going to get some of that here in a moment. I'm going to go ahead and go with the population growth again, though. I don't think we need anything else super, importantly. So let's just go ahead and do this. These guys are going to chill back here. It's fine. Whatever. White peace imminent. White peace may be enforced as we've failed to challenge occupation of the war goal in the following wars. Wait, what? Why would the white peace be enforced? It has not been very long. I guess it's been 3 years. But that's mostly been because I've been moving super cautiously because I didn't realize that we were lacking the iron. Now that I know that, we can push forward. And with any luck, it won't be a white piece. Hopefully. If it is, I learned my lesson. Can we get that iron? No. Still need 10 more reasons. Okay. We're now at 12 war score. That helps a lot. And we need to be up over here. And we need to push on in to this fort. And then the question is, how long will it take to siege down this fort? I'm assuming it feels like this overall works a little bit more like Crusader Kings than it does like Europa. So it'll probably be a little faster than in Europa. But we have the cult of Serapis. As rulers of a foreign people, we have not always been embraced with open arms. The Egyptian clergy in particular harbor a deep resentment to our Hellenic gods. The Serapis cult mixes a number of elements of Hellenic and Egyptian religion into a new syncretic faith. By promoting this cult in our state, we would perhaps bridge the gap between the Macedonian settlers and the Egyptian populace. By promoting this small cult to the faith of our kingdom, we might also shape it and use it for the benefit of the Lagid dynasty. So we could embrace it. We would lose 50 legitimacy, which, is that up here, or is that in our character? Popularity, loyalty, charisma, finesse, martial prominence, corruption. Where is our legitimacy? It would probably be in our house, right? How do we go to the house of our current character? It would be in the family view. Where was that? I say as I instantly start sneezing. Okay, where was that? That was here. So this is us here, right now. And no, this isn't where the legitimacy is. Huh. Where do we see that? Aggressive expansion and tyranny up there. That's nice to see, actually. And then we could fully turn to Egyptian. +2 unrest because of Hellenic population. But I kind of feel like this is the best of both worlds. We're going to go ahead and do that for now. I don't know what that losing half of our legitimacy is actually going to do because it doesn't seem to show up anywhere that I could find immediately. So there is that. But let's go ahead and see if we can finish up this war quick. However, I just noticed it's time to put a cut in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Subscribe for more, and next episode, we will finish up this war. See you all then.